What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Twigger and I have another high ELO commentary for you featuring the boy wonder Voyboy playing as Shyvana up in that top lane. As we can see, he's already taken down the Raptors just for a little bit of extra experience, but I'm so excited to be commentating on Voyboy. He's such a pivotal player in League of Legends with his abilities on Team Curse, then going over to CLG. He's always been one of my favorite players. Like, he's adapted so many different techniques in the game that people didn't know. He played Akali so well. Like, Akali was one of his mains. And he did so well on her. Like, it was banned out in LCS games. He's just one of those people who brings out champions because he's good at them, not necessarily because they're great meta picks. He brought out champions because he knew how to play them and he knew that he could carry with them. And he was never afraid to do that. So definitely somebody that I thoroughly enjoy. I still thoroughly enjoy watching his stream, and I believe he's actually streaming right now, which is why I got into this game. But he's just one of those people that I love watching because he still just seems to love playing the game and isn't just going for meta picks. He's going for champions that he knows he does well on. And he's going a Shyvana against a Malphite. And look at the damage already coming out of Voyboy. Holy crap. So a lot of damage going between these two top laners already. The great thing also about Voyboy is that he is not afraid to fight. This guy is aggressive as all hell. Both of them use their TPs in order to get back to lane. And what's interesting about Shyvana right now, Voyboy decided to not go the fairly standard smite Shyvana top lane, which is currently in the meta right now, going for that Skirmisher's Blade and then going to smite your opponent and then killing them that way. Instead, he went for the teleport, for that dragon control, for everything like that. But I've now got to stop talking about Voyboy, start talking about the mid lane, and start talking about the rest of this game. Because right now, the Azir just ended up killing this Victor. Sand soldiering it up, doing a lot of damage to the Victor. The Victor manages to get a good stun, uses his barrier before damage comes out, though. And that is just going to be an easy kill for the Azir to pick up. And, it was just kind of an awkward fight, really. The flash even being used for the Victor, even though he was kind of gonna die anyways. So definitely an intriguing play from the Victor, but ends up with him dying. But look at the damage going down onto the top lane. No, are we not? There's not gonna be a die. Holy shit. What do you do in this scenario? Man, everybody's just so low in this top lane. So great little poke coming out of Voyboy. He could probably kill Malphite with a flash Q with his W on, but looks like he's not opting for that one. A little bit of damage going down into the bot lane, but it looks like Voyboy is going to play this smart and just kind of go B, because it looks like the Kha'Zix was actually coming up here to gank the boy wonder. So just talking about the teams a little bit, we have a Rengar in the jungle against a Kha'Zix in the jungle for the red team. Of course, we have Shyvana and Malphite in the top lane against the Voyboy wonder. And in the mid lane, Victor versus Azir. Very meta picks right now. Victor and Azir being two of the best mid laners at the current moment in the LCS. And then we have in the bot lane a couple unconventional picks. Tristana and Nautilus. Tristana not being played very frequently as much anymore. I don't entirely know why, because I feel like she's still very strong. But once again, these guys will just not back off the aggression. Look at the damage coming out of those Sand Soldiers. But the MF being the much more out of meta pick. MF and Thresh in the bot lane. Misfortune not really picked up by anybody in the LCS right now, because she has zero escape ability. At least with Tristana, you get the rocket jump to get out of places, but there's just no escape ability for that MF. It is just, if you get caught, and you are probably going to die unless you have flash available. So definitely going to need to see how that lane pans out with the two fairly out of meta picks. But right now, Azir is just doing a great job at utilizing those Sand Soldiers to basically make Victor absolutely useless. Every time Victor comes in for a little bit of a harass or last hits, Azir has a Sand Soldier to answer for him. And right now, the Azir is almost out of mana completely. But it looks like we got a bit of damage going down onto this MF. Not going to be enough to kill her. But the death sentence lands onto the Tristana. The MF's going to return a little bit of damage. But she can't be too aggressive because she's already at a quarter HP. The Flay coming out of the... oh my word. So Kha'Zix jumping out of absolutely nowhere to kill the Victor. But as that's going on, we got a little bit of damage coming out from the Voyboy wonder onto the Malphite. Not going to be enough to pick him up. He's going to get out with a sliver of health. A great death sentence onto the Nautilus, but the heal coming out of the Tristana is going to make sure he lives through that ignite. If he took one more turret shot, he would have died. But man, we just have action going on everywhere. But the only death actually going into the mid lane from the Kazakhs, jumping over the wall, killing that Victor, and everybody else is just going to go back to base at very, very low HP. But right now, we've got the Shyvana up in the top lane just farming her heart out. Malphite is trying to stay around because he's very, very low right now. The Voyboy using the level 6 is not going to... Oh, it is going to be enough to take down the Malphite. Still not worth it for Voyboy, but just kind of, you know, flexing his gun, showing off a little bit, making sure that he can take down that Malphite who is currently level 5. If Malphite was level 6, it would have been a much easier kill onto Voyboy, but not going to be the case. So a trade up in the top lane, Malphite for the Shyvana, but Kaz is getting an assist there. Nautilus is now roaming up to the mid lane, trying to help out that Victor, but man, Voyboy, you had to respawn right then, huh? We didn't get to see the end of that fight. So it looks like Nautilus trying to roam up to help out the Victor, but it's not going to be enough. He's not going to be there in time. And it looks like Azir is just going to do so much damage to this Victor and it looks like Nautilus was also minion blocked. So Nautilus didn't have anything to do with that fight. It was a great idea, but it didn't end up turning out into anything because Nautilus just kind of stood there kind of bumping around minions, just kind of like apologizing like he's in a busy mall and he's a Canadian, just like myself. Just kind of like, sorry, my bad, sorry, excuse me. And he didn't end up doing anything to the Azir. So right now, the Victor having a pretty rough game, 0-3-0, but it looks like there might be a little bit of a fight. A death sentence knocks Tristana out of that rocket jump, which means that the detonation doesn't go off right away. Tristana has to burn her flash to get out of that one. Amazing death sentence coming out of that Thresh. Very nicely played. But it looks like Voyboy comes back to lane and does not halt on that aggression, just goes straight in onto the Malphite, who currently is going... Oh my god, I didn't even notice! Malphite's going AD Malphite. He's built a Bilgewater Cutlass. What? What are we looking at here? I can't believe it. What is he doing? He's building AD Malphite against Shyvana. He's going fighter build against Shyvana. That's amazing. I cannot wait to see what Voyboy does against this. So it looks like Voyboy is not taking that as a threat at all. He's just going all aggro onto this Malphite. Malphite does still have his ultimate though, so he might try to use this again. Oh, it does not even matter. He does not even use the ultimate. Kind of underestimating the damage coming out of Shyvana's Q, and I believe Shyvana probably maxed that first. No, maxed the W first, so the Q doing even more damage than I expected at level 1. Maxing that W first, making sure she can get that burn damage, make sure she gets that push going. And we're just going to have to see how this AD Malphite goes, because I actually really disagree with this play. Oh, great Azir wall coming out from that ultimate. It's not going to be enough to kill the oh, but that's going to be enough to kill the Rengar. And it looks like this is going to be a double kill for the Kazakhs. So Rengar jumping in to try to get a kill onto the Azir. But sadly, the Azir ultimate was up, just pushed Rengar right into the turret. He took turret aggro, has to flash away over top of that ultimate, and just ends up getting picked off by that Kazakhs, who did a great counter gank there. And Azir just having the time of his life. Same with this Kazakhs. Kazakhs is 4-0-0, Azir is 2-0-2. You couldn't ask for much more out of a mid lane and a jungler at this point in the game. Entering into the mid game, you couldn't ask for much more. They could do fuck all for the rest of the game, and they would be still good teammates at this point. But the one risk that they're kind of facing here right now is that in the late game team fights, you are going to have Shyvana as a bit more of a tank. Mainly because of her ultimate when she jumps in. She gains a ton of resistances, but I'm assuming after the Blade of the Ruin King build, Voyboy is going to be building tanky. I don't know if that's going to be the case for Malphite or not, but I'm still so surprised that he's building Blade of the Ruin King. Just when you look at the team comps, I don't even necessarily think that Blade of the Ruin King is the right item. You're not even facing a bunch of people who are going to be building a lot of HP. I don't necessarily understand the reasoning behind those Blade of the Ruin King builds. Because it looks like the Malphite and the Shyvana were building against each other, and that was pretty much it. I don't know how much it's going to help them in the later portions of the game. It always helps for a Shyvana, because it allows you to chase people down with your W speed. But for a Malphite, Oh, it looks like Kha'Zix getting caught out. So much damage going on to this Kha'Zix from Shyvana, but it looks like ends up juking the ultimate from Voyboy. Voyboy's going to try to chase this one down. Has to flash. Don't know if it's going to be enough damage, but a lot of damage going down on the Tristana as well. Rampage for the Kha'Zix, and it looks like that was enough damage. The Thresh picking up the Tristana in the bot lane, and it looks like this is going to be a double kill. Is it going to be a double kill? No! Sadly, the death sentence misses, and Voyboy got isolated by Kha'Zix Q, and that's going to be enough to take him down 5-0-0 for the Kha'Zix, who currently has his jungle item with the warrior enchantment, going for that dual potential, not going for any kind of tankiness, and that is a fascinating buy. Look at Kha'Zix's boots. He went for the mobility boots. And that's, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or not, but it looks like he's going for pure gank potential and ward clearing. Because if you're getting mobility boots, you want to have a lot of presence around the map. So it might just be that he's going for more bulk ganks, trying to get to every lane before he goes B, going into the mid lane, into the bot lane, into the top lane, which wouldn't take him much time when he has mobility boots. But I just feel like that's missing stats. He can clear a lot of wards by walking around the map all the time and doing that. He already does have his sweeping lens, but I just feel like he might be missing some stats by going for those mobility boots. But who am I, man? I'm not Challenger. These guys are. So once again, Voyboy doing what he does best. Going pure ham on Malphite's ass. So Malphite does have the blue buff, I believe because of a previous kill, which made him 1-2-1. Rengar is now camping up in the top lane. So why do we care about a pink ward? Let's care about what's going on the top of the map. Rengar now sitting in this middle brush. It looks like people are pinging the Malphite. I think they actually see this one coming because Kha'Zix is up here as well, waiting for the counter gank, it seems. I wonder if they might try to dive this. Voyboy's ultimate is available, so I think they might try to dive this one. But it looks like that's going to be the first turret of the game going down for the blue team. In the top lane. And it looks like... Sorry, I just had to... I don't know. Kind of died a little bit in my throat. But, oh, dear God. Victor, what are you doing, buddy? So let's watch what happens. Victor is back. Look at your health! What are you thinking? What are you thinking? No! Victor, no! No! Oh my God, you stupid idiot. So that was a very easy kill for the Azir, and now the Rengar is oh my God. As I was saying, trying to escape, and that ain't gonna happen. So a couple very dumb plays coming out of the blue team here. Voyboy now in a pretty precarious situation. Look at that isolation damage, nearly at half HP already. Shyvana's just going to try to fight this Kha'Zix right now, but the ultimate coming out of the Malphite, and that's going to be a very easy kill for the Azir. I don't know why Voyboy decided to turn on that one, rather than just put on the burnout and just try to run away. Looks like Nautilus is trying to make a play with the Tristana. A death sentence lands onto the Tristana, and the ultimate coming out from the Misfortune is going to be enough to pick out the Nautilus. And look at that. They got a kill, and they got Tristana down to half HP. The blue team only got Thresh to a quarter HP. They didn't do any damage to the Misfortune, who's the one doing all the damage to you. So I'm not entirely sure what's going down in this bot lane, but right now it looks like an absolute raffle stomp from the red team onto the blue team. Voyboy is trying his best with the only 2 kills in the game, but Richter already being caught out again, doing a lot of damage to the Kha'Zix with the flash being taken down and killing the Victor so easily with that isolated Q damage. It's just not even a contest right now. The Victor just 0-6-0. Like, I don't know if it's a lack of Victor experience or whether he's just made poor decisions. And I have to say, I think it's actually poor decision making. Him staying with a not even a quarter HP, a sliver of HP going into an Azir, whom he doesn't know whether or not he has flash or not. The Ignite going down onto the MF. The bomb is going to be enough to kill him, but it actually goes to Nautilus. The Kha'Zix failing the wall jump. Thank God you are human. But here comes the Azir. The Ignite is currently onto the Nautilus. That's going to be a kill for the Azir. And it looks like everybody tanking down a little bit of the turret. And Rengar is now here, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Not going to be able to clean up any kills. But the Victor is coming down as well. Can he make himself worth gold again? Oh my God! That's going to be enough damage. And that's going to be a double kill before he goes down, before Victor even gets into this fight. And now Malphite is down in the bot lane. This is going to be a kill for the Malphite. A great death sentence landing onto the Victor, making sure that that Malphite Q lands. And that is just going to be an easy turret takedown for the red team. Unbelievable amount of action going on in this game. But sadly, none of the action is coming out from Voyboy's team. It is all coming out of the red team. But while all this is going on, at least Voyboy is pushing up that top turret. You might be able to get a little bit of damage done, but the Thresh is already coming to try to answer this aggression. And he's already level 9. He's only 2 levels behind Voyboy, which is not that much. But here comes the Kha'Zix, who already has a Tiamat and a Vampiric Scepter. Probably sitting on a lot of gold as well. What is his gold sitting like? Oh, it's only 87, so he did use everything. But it looks like Shyvana now trying to solo 2 people. The ultimate was used, but Kha'Zix now getting the isolation damage. The Ignite is currently burning on Voyboy, and that is going to be enough. Even after the flash, the Ignite was enough to take down Voyboy. So sadly, a completely wasted flash coming out of Shyvana there, because the Thresh already had that Ignite going. It's so sad to see. Voyboy had such a strong early game against Malphite, and I don't believe that any of this game is his fault. Right, he had a great top lane, but right now the Kha'Zix is sitting at 9, 1, and 3. How do you deal with that? The Victor is at 0 and 7, and to put matters into perspective, not only is Victor 0 and 7, he only has 90 minions. And so let's watch him die again, shall we? That was satisfying. That was so satisfying. It's not like he's giving any gold over to the enemy team, so it's not like it matters that he dies. But Victor only has 90 CS to the 131 of his lane counterpart Azir, which is a disgusting disparity. Almost 50 CS. Look at the gold difference between these guys. 7,400 to 4,100. It is insane, the disparity between these two mid laners. And again, we have Azir roaming. Oh my god, the flash coming out of the Nautilus, but ends up getting bumped back again from the Azir ultimate. Looks like Voyboy trying his best to take down the Malphite. Is going to manage to take down the Malphite in a 1v1 battle, but it looks like Tristana, being in a horrible position, ends up getting taken down by the Kha'Zix, securing 11 kills of this game. But Voyboy once again trying his best to carry the shit team that he's currently been paired with. But my god, Voyboy, if you polish a turd, it is still a turd. There is nothing you can do for this team. They are so bad right now. It's unreal. Like, I've casted a lot of games. I've done a lot of commentaries over games. And here we go with the Victor once again. Look at that. A full combo coming from the Kha'Zix nearly kills the Victor. Puts him at like 200 HP. This is, like, it should not be happening like this, especially as a Victor. But it looks like Victor is once again being caught out a little bit. The Azir going to try to flash over the wall, not going to manage to get over there. The Thresh is not going to die to that Ignite, but Victor is now on the run. Azir's going to try to chase him. To be honest, it's not even worth the Azir's time, considering how little Victor is currently worth at 0 and 8. Voyboy did die up in the top lane to a gank from the from the Kha'Zix. And it looks like the Azir might... No, never mind. Sorry, I spoke way too soon, considering that the Azir might die. No way is the Azir going to die to that pathetic Victor at 0, 9, and 0. So it's just been... And look at it, the way that you judge how a game is going isn't necessarily by the amount of gold that's currently the differentiation between the two teams. It's not the amount of kills. It's especially important to look at the amount of assists on a team. Right now, there is only 1 assist on the blue team, and that is on Tristana. Even though there's only 5 kills, it means that the blue team has not only roamed, but have failed roaming. You saw that coming out of the Victor when he came down to the bot lane. Didn't get a damn thing done from that roam, and all that meant to the blue team is that Victor lost CS. The only thing that he has to back himself up on is CS, because he's died so many times. If he kept his CS numbers up, he might have some sort of itemage in order to do some damage. But right now, he's just sitting on his 3rd upgrade from his... Oh, my God! So there's a rampage for the Kha'Zix. and that's going to be a dead Victor as well. 0, 10, and 0, and a 5-man enemy squad is right now barreling down onto this Nautilus. The Malphite ultimate is available, but the Kha'Zix is just going to flash over the, sorry, not flash over anything, just going to flash and pick that one up. The Shyvana Buckshot is going to come out to try to get, sorry, it's not Buckshot, it's, what the hell is that name? Buckshot is Graves' ability. The Buster Shot. There we go. Got that. So manages to escape that 5-man death squad. Voyboy is trying to push down the inhibitor turret, but it's not going to be enough. Amazing Malphite ultimate to stop Voyboy mid-flight during her dragon's descent. And my god, that is just going to be an easy kill coming out of the Kha'Zix, who only has 79 minion kills, but 16, 1 and 3. Let me repeat that. 16 kills. He's done so well this game. He's gotten so fed that there's just nothing you can do in this mid game. He's so strong that I don't even know if you can two-man this Kha'Zix. Ain't nothing gonna squash this bug. Here comes Kha'Zix once again. Half HP onto the Nautilus with a full combo. That's gonna be another kill. 17 kills for this Kha'Zix. Double kill for the Kha'Zix, making his 18th kill. He's just jumping everywhere. Third kill for that fight. Triple kill coming out of the Kha'Zix. This is gonna be the quadra kill for the Kha'Zix, securing his 20th kill of the game. 33 and 5 is what we're looking at. Is the pentakill gonna happen? Voyboy being the good sport that, oh my god, no! Oh, Thresh! How did Thresh end up taking that? Voyboy was being a good sport as a challenger player, giving the Kha'Zix the pentakill, and Thresh ends up taking it from the Kha'Zix. Oh, BMG Greenleaf, you bastard, taking that away from the Kha'Zix. That was going to be a great way to kind of end this game. And it looks like, look at that, even the full combo coming out of Victor, not even enough to half Misfortune. It's so different between the mid laners right now. Azir sitting at 6, 0, and 13 to the 0, 11, and 0 coming from that Victor, with a 60 CS disparity in the lane. At this point in the game, you're about 14,000 gold ahead of the enemy team. And yeah, it just kind of looks like the blue team is giving up at this point. There's the legendary Descend's landing onto the Nautilus. He doesn't have, oh, he just used his flash to try to get away from that one, but he's just gonna flash right into a Malphite. MF picking up that kill. It is, this game is not pretty. And it's funny, you normally don't see this at the high ELO rankings. But this Victor, I've got to say, absolutely shit the bed for his entire team. The lucky thing that he didn't do... Oh, Voyboy. What is... Are we all just showing a mutual respect here? What are you going to do? It looks like it doesn't even matter that a mutual respect is being shown. Did you see that, Shyvana? No. And neither did I. But it looks like Voyboy and Malphite are trying to duke it out. Kha'Zix is being respectful, and it looks like Voyboy loses the duel. Kha'Zix was being very respectful. I guess they were talking about them 1v1ing, and Malphite ends up winning that duel. So look at that. The AD start of the Malphite with that Blade of the Ruin King, followed up by tanky items, ends up being enough to deal with Voyboy in the top lane. So very nicely played from the Malphite. But it looks like this is going to be the end of the game. The surrender coming out from the blue team. Voyboy, honestly, didn't play half bad of a game. He did very well in the early and sort of early mid-game parts of the game. Did a very good job against that Malphite, getting a couple early kills. But sadly, the Victor completely shit the bed, and Kha'Zix just got so far ahead. Had great roam. Same with the Azir. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that high yellow commentary of Voyboy. You got to see a little bit of his Shyvana play, which was very good until the later parts of the game where everybody on the enemy team was fed. But if you did enjoy this game, show that like button, a little bit of love, definitely helps me out. Let me know in the comment section who you guys want to see next. I'll try to commentate them to the best of my ability. If you guys want to know when high yellow commentaries or any other videos come out, or if you just want to interact with me personally, follow me at Twiggerlol on Twitter. You subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys have not already. You definitely won't regret it. And as I always say, see you guys in the next video.